Hi, Uncle.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, Sailesh. So today we are. Let us see who else is coming. Only four. That's fine. Okay. So let's just wait for a couple of minutes. So Sailesh, I gave you some work. Did you do any follow up from where we left off last week?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. What can you give a brief
Uh,
rundown?
yeah. When I researched about sleep,
Sleep.
um,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, so pretty much, everyone knows that sleep is good for a teenager or a child, so
Yeah.
that their brains develop.
Yeah.
But how the brains develop is through well, how the brains develop is like through sleep because sleep strengthens like the neural connections for the
Yeah.
prefrontal cortex and other regions of the brain.
Mm-hmm.
And sleep also affects a person's mental well-being,
Yeah.
and it can either give them like mood swings or depression.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and one of the you on YouTube. I want you to subscribe to what you call TED Ed or TED Talks. Open up your YouTube and type in TED Talks. Okay, so if you open up TED Talks, there is what is called TED. As you can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so TED Talks, you can type in TED Talks sleep. There is actually a clear TED Talk about sleep is a superpower. So this is
Yeah.
a very good, there are so many talks about sleep, how sleep enhances the quality of life. So I'm going to share the link with you in the chat window.
All right.
So if you are interested in doing further research, so that would be a good option for you to go ahead. And
All right.
if you have any questions, definitely you can ask me, or you can directly contact the people who are talking in the TED Talk. So there is always a link that is there. If you click how a sleep recipe changed my life, understanding how to sleep better. So there are so many TED Talks itself that talk about the quality, the importance of sleep. So definitely you can gather more information and do research on it. So today we're gonna play a game today. Um, the game is about knowledge of geography. Okay. Do you know the largest country by land area?
Uncle,
No.
it's Russia, uncle.
Russia. Okay. So do you know how many time zones are in Russia? So let us actually. I'm gonna share with you this website called Sitara, and I'm gonna again put this in the chat window. So this is something that I'm gonna talk about today, and this is how you can learn geography all by yourself from now on. You don't need to um, go to any school, read any book. This is the way in which you can learn everything about geography. You don't need to go anywhere else. This is it. So now, if I want to learn something about Satara geography, open this up. Now you can let us look at the countries of the world. Okay. Let us see if you can look at the countries of the world and see we can identify some countries. Um, Now we have options here. Satara geography, the ultimate map quiz. This is like a quiz that is interactive. So the way it works is, let us look at Europe, Africa, Asia, Oceania, the world. The world, let us look at the continents and oceans. All right. So let us open this up. Okay. Now as you can see, you see this map, right?
Yeah.
Is everyone able to see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sailesh, are you here?
Yeah.
Sailesh is not here. Okay, Kaushik. Rahul, are you here? Rahul? Yeah. So now this is the world map. Okay. But is this a correct map or not?
It's not a perfect map.
It's not a perfect map. Why is it not a perfect map?
Is it because the continent above Australia that's like what?
No,
Is it
that's not it. This is not a perfect map. Can you tell me why?
isn't it because the lines there are like lines on the map on the countries and continents that separate them apart?
No, that's not the reason. No. This is not a good representation. This is not a perfect representation of the world. Why? Because it is like
because it is the earth is in a sphere and this is a
yes.
sheet.
Whenever you take a sphere and you compress it and you put it on a piece of paper on a two-dimensional object, obviously there are going to be some distortions, right? So these distortions create, sometimes Russia will be bigger, sometimes USA will be flatter. So it depends on how you want to spread the map. So that's why before we go further, understand that this is not a perfect map. In order for you to see the perfect map, where do you need to go? Where do you need to go?
Google Earth.
Google Earth. Perfect. Go to Google Earth, and Google Earth will give you the perfect representation of the world that you are in. Now, Google Earth, I think when I covered Google Earth, I think a lot of you were there in the very first class. Kaushik, were you there in the first class? No. Manas, you guys are not. So Google Earth is the one that gives you a perfect representation. However, the one that we are using today is an approximate representation. Let me just open this up so that is it taking time to load? Okay, so while it is loading, let me just go through the map. Now let us start with having some basic fun. Now it is asking you for the Arctic Ocean. Where is the Arctic Ocean in here? Where do you think is the Arctic Ocean? Is this
Above Asia?
Huh?
Above Asia.
Above Asia. Do you know where the Arctic Circle? Why do you call it the Arctic Ocean? Why do you?
Because it's in the Arctic.
This is in the Arctic. The Arctic is over here, right? So do you know Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is Tropic of Cancer?
I mean, I've heard of them.
Yeah, but can you, okay.
Latitudes.
Yeah, latitude. What latitude is this? Tropic of Cancer. If you want to see it, it will be probably over here, right? Equator is around the center, where like around like that. And then this is where we have, below that we have Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, now it is asking you to click on Europe. Where is Europe in the world? This one or this one?
Sir, the after the line, sir.
This, which one? This?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is Europe, correct? Yes. Now it is asking for Australia. Where is Australia?
This flat one, which is in wrong manner. Down of Singapore and yes.
This one?
Yes.
This is Australia, correct. Now clicking on Asia. This is Asia. Enter Asia, right? So Middle East, this is Middle East, and then Russia, China, Taiwan, Korea, Philippines, Indonesia, India, and then Saudi Arabia, all of this, right? Iran, Iraq, all these countries, right? They form the largest continent of Asia. Now it is asking for Pacific Ocean. Where is the Pacific Ocean?
Next to South America.
Next to South America.
To the left.
The left. This is South America. This is the largest ocean that spans from the left-hand side. You can fly across the Pacific Ocean from if you fly from, let us say, from New York, You can fly across the Pacific Ocean all the way to this side of the map, across the Pacific Ocean. This is the Pacific Ocean, right? That is the largest ocean. And one more interesting fact is, why do we call these different oceans? These are not different water bodies. All the water is mixed. Why do we call them different water bodies? Why do we call them Pacific Ocean or Atlantic Ocean? Why do we call these names?
Because they are the largest water bodies.
No. All the water is connected. It is the same water. It's like a huge. You see, all this Pacific Ocean. Let's say all this water is connected in the world. Right now, if you let us open the Google Earth and see if that is true. Right, you see the world around us. This is a huge water body. All of this is water, right? All the water bodies in the world, all the oceans are connected with one another, right? You can swim if you are capable. If you are unbelievably if you have like a jet thing, you can actually go from within. You can go just along all the water is connected. That's what I mean to say. Okay, all the water bodies are connected. But why do we call this one as a Pacific Ocean, while we call the other one as Atlantic and the other one as Indian Ocean? Why do we call these names? Why do we give them different names?
Is it something to do with time zones? Is it something to do with time zones?
No, it's not. It's not to do with time zones. So it is for the sailors to understand if they are traveling across which continent, from one continent to another. It is for the sailors to understand that, right? If you say, I'm going to cross across the water, then they say, okay, which water, between what water bodies, like between what two continents? It becomes too complex. That is why they have divided, they have predefined. Let me see if there is. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so now if you see where is North America? Where is the continent of North America? It is asking you to click on North America.
Top of South America.
Top of South America. So what countries are there in North America?
Yes, sir.
How many countries are there in the continent of North America?
3.
3. You know only 3, but doesn't mean there are only 3. Okay, what countries do you know are there in North America?
Canada.
Canada. Okay, this is Canada, right? Over here.
USA.
United States, the biggest economy in the world, and then
Mexico.
This one.
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah, and what about this one?
It's Greenland.
Greenland. Okay, so you already know 4. But there are a lot of small countries in this region right here. The connection between Mexico and Colombia. There are a lot of small countries. Okay, about 7 to 8 countries that are there in this small region. So the continent of North America has itself lot of countries. So now this is what is this country? This continent?
South America.
South America. What is the biggest country in South America?
Argentina.
No, Argentina is second biggest. What is the biggest country here?
Brazil.
Brazil is the biggest country in South America. It borders all the countries in South America except 2 of the countries. Except 2 countries, Brazil borders all the other countries. You can look at the map and let's find out what 2 countries that Brazil does not touch. And what about this?
Africa.
This is the poorest continent. How many countries do you think are there in Africa?
80.
80 is too much. I think around 50, 55 or something. Okay, but let us just play a game. What is this? This is
Antarctica.
this is Antarctica. Where is Atlantic Ocean? Where do we have Atlantic Ocean?
On top of
This one is Atlantic Ocean or this one?
down
Near
south.
North America and Africa.
Yeah, between North America and Africa, that's Atlantic Ocean. Okay. So, and what about this? Where is the Southern Ocean?
It's
This one.
up of Antarctica,
Yeah, above Antarctica. And where is the Indian Ocean?
down of India.
Below India, that's called Indian Ocean. Easy to remember. And what is this? Antarctica. So that is good. So then we took 11 minutes and we got all of the things correct. So we get 100% score. So what we can do is play with different maps. So for example, now if I want to learn a little bit about the 30 most populous countries, okay, what are the 30 most populous countries in the world? These are the 30 most populous countries. It is asking me to find Japan on this world map. Where is Japan?
So near Korea, sir.
Near Korea. This is North Korea, South Korea, and this is Japan.
Yes, sir.
That is Japan. Yeah. Indonesia. Indonesia is one of the 30 most populous countries. Where do you find Indonesia? Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, all of these are between India and Australia. So, where do you find Indonesia? Maybe this is Indonesia or this is Indonesia? That is Indonesia. Okay. Where is Pakistan?
Near to India.
Yeah, that is. Where do you find Kenya? That is Tanzania. That is. So what I am trying to tell you is by looking at the world map, you can actually play. So you can also look at the geographic features. For example, now so are you able to open this in your desktop? Can you open this in your own laptop computers or in your own computers, please? And then you can explore. What I want you to do is explore by yourself. And how wide is Russia? Like if I ask you, what is the width of Russia, right? How can you find the width of Russia?
East of
Huh? So where do we have our Russia? This is our Russia here, right? Now, this is, if we want geographical borders, you can actually look at different kinds of borders. What kind of borders you want? So you want borders, right? You want the national borders. You don't want the places, and you don't want landmarks. So if you want, okay. So now the borders. Now you can see how big is Russia. Like it is going all the way across, over like that. That is entire Russia. So now let us see if we want to do you can use a ruler, right? You can find the measure of a distance between any 2 points. For example, how wide is India, let us say. So from the southernmost tip, if you want to find the width of India, as you can see, the Tropic of Cancer passes through Madhya Pradesh and maybe Uttar Pradesh. Now, if you want to find the how tall, like how if you want to travel from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, so you say that is about 2,800 kilometers. Okay. Now this is a ruler that can help you understand. Like if you want to find out the distance between, if you want to fly from India to Australia, right? Australia is over here. Let us say the distance between you and me right now. Now I can find out I am somewhere over here in Sydney. I'm somewhere over here and over there. Okay, now I want to find the distance. And we are separated by a distance of about 9,500 kilometers today. Right now, as we are speaking to each other, our distance between you and me is approximately close to 9,000 kilometers. Isn't that amazing? So you can always do this kind of research on the map. Just explore Google Earth along with this website, where you'll be able to learn about the world, and you can name all the countries in the world, right? Not only just the continents. For example, if you want to learn about the land masses, for example, Asia, let's go to Asia. Now, if you go to Asia countries, where are the countries in Asia? Now we can look at the Asian countries. Now it is asking you to find Myanmar. I don't know where that is, by the way. Does anybody know where that country is? Do you know where Myanmar is?
On the top of Bhutan.
Uh-huh.
On the top of Bhutan.
On the top of Bhutan. Okay, so this is okay. Bhutan is. So you think this one is Myanmar? No, that is Mongolia. This is Mongolia. That is Mongolia. I know that. And this is China. Yeah. This is Myanmar. You think this is not Myanmar? This is Bangladesh, and this is all India. You're saying this one. That one is Bhutan. This is Nepal. Okay, so now if this is Myanmar, yeah. Okay, so Bahrain. Do you know where Bahrain is? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you can always find out Bahrain. Like, Bahrain is Middle East, and you know what this largest continent is? What this country is?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Very good. And bordering this, we have Oman, and we have, what is this country? Yemen. And we have UAE here, one of the richest countries in the world. And this is Nepal, this is India, this is, and do you know what this country is? This one.
Afghanistan.
Yes, Afghanistan. And what about this large one?
Iran.
Iran, yeah. And Iraq. Iraq is a small one. That's Azerbaijan. And you have Tajikistan, and you have Iran and Iraq. Armenia, Azerbaijan, and this is Iraq. Iraq and Iran are side by side. They have border conflicts. So, yeah, Israel and Palestine, for example, they have border conflicts. So this is how you can see. You can learn a little bit about the geography of the world by using this, and also you can also look at the physical features of the world. Now you can look at, see, what I want you to do, I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm asking you to explore. Okay, you can go to individual countries. Like, if you go to India, India, you know all the states and union territories. Like, click on that India, and then now you can look at different countries, right? Maharashtra, and what is this? Chhattisgarh. You know where Chhattisgarh is, right? So here, this is Delhi, Haryana, Punjab. What is this?
Near Madhya Pradesh.
No, this is Madhya Pradesh. What about this one?
That is
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan. This is,
Uttarakhand.
yeah, Uttar Pradesh. And then this is Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Yeah, and this is Chhattisgarh. And Madhya Pradesh, like, the divisions. These are the different divisions. So now you can also look at whatever countries you want, and you can learn. So this is how you can explore and improve your knowledge of geography. You can also look at the physical features of the world. For example, if you want to look at rivers and you can also look at I don't know why they don't have mountain ranges, mountains and regions. Saudi Arabia, that's Saudi Arabia. So yeah, what I mean to say, like, you can always find, you can look at Asia flags. How many of you know the flags? Right? You know which flag is which country? Right? This is Pakistan. What is this country?
Sri Lanka.
Lanka,
Sri Lanka. Do you know what this is?
Bhutan,
Bhutan. This is Maldives. This is India. Right? This is Afghanistan. Right? And what about this?
Bangladesh,
Bangladesh.
Okay, so that is how you go to this website, scterra.com, and try and explore and learn a little bit about the different countries. So next in the next class, I want you to speak about the country that you find interesting, right? At least like one continent. Just tell me every country and the important features of that continent, and go through the countries. So Manas, why don't you go through and look for Asia, okay? And Kaushik, you look for all the countries in Europe, okay? Rahul, you look for all the countries in both South America and North America together, okay? And then we'll just get together next time. And I want you to use both the Google Earth and the website there, and then talk about it, what you have learned, okay? So that should be the end of the class, and I hope you learned something today. And there is also a channel that I want you to subscribe today. Every time we have a class, I will ask you to subscribe to a channel, and the channel name is Geography Now. Type in Geography Now into your YouTube, and you'll get this one, and then open that. That will be a learning platform. That it gives you a lot of information about each and every country. So you can go to, if you talk about one particular country, if you're interested in learning about a particular country, go to that country on Geography Now and learn about it. Okay, so I am not here to teach you anything about the countries. In fact, my knowledge about geography is also very limited. So, but I am asking you to learn what I cannot even learn. It is up to you to learn as much as you can. So these are the tools that you have to learn. Okay, you can learn 100 times more than me, because my knowledge is also very limited. Right? So you can learn and you can teach me next class. Okay, I know I told you how to use it. You show me that you have learned something about it. All right. Okay, I'll see you next class. I hope you all had fun. Okay, do you have any questions about the website? Did you copy the website, setara.com? Setara.com, that's a website, and Geography Now is a YouTube channel that you need to subscribe to. Open that and then start learning about it. Okay, so I'll see you next week.